Oh, the beauty of God. Can you hear the sound and the explanation? And look at the beauty. Can you hear me, everyone? If you can hear and see the amazing things, press 1. If you can hear and see, press 1, so that I can make sure that the sound, the picture, and everything has reached you. Can you hear me, everyone? Is everything clear for you? So not only that, but if he goes in like this, if he clicks on the processor, as soon as he presses on the processor, he will get information about the processor. Oh, and if he clicks here on the memory, he will get information about the memory. Look, here comes the processor. Yes, here he goes to the windows, and he gets to the windows. Oh wow, he knows what the windows are. I mean, in this picture, the windows don't show up well. They don't show which windows. Here comes the wizard. Yes, here he goes to the windows. He comes to the windows. Oh my, he knows what the windows are. It means that in the picture here, the windows are not showing well. It does not show any windows. When he clicks here, the windows appear here. These are the windows for the device, connects the slave, connects the screen, connects the sound, connects the speakers, connects the USB, knows everything about any windows here. And of course, you can put audio information and information. Here you design the content in a very engaging way. And all this information can be put into one slide. I don't want to overload you. I don't want to overwhelm you with the interaction, because I'll move on. I'll add a new slide, and if the interaction is clear, say OK to see more beauty. Anyone want to say something? Dr. Abdullah, what beauty is coming next? Next is role play. Role play enhances interaction between teacher and student. I'm going to start adding a new slide, and if the interaction is clear, everyone let me know by saying OK, so we can see something even more beautiful. Give me a 1 so I can move on. If anyone wants to say something, please do. Dr. Abdullah, excellent, thank you. Now, what beauty is coming next, everyone? The beauty that's coming is something called role play. Role play is one of the parts that really enhances interaction well. To create good interaction between the teacher and the student, as a teacher, you create a dialogue between yourself and the student through role play. I will click on the role play. I'll try to speed up a bit. I will click on role play and I will create a dialogue. I say new role play. I will create a dialogue between myself and the student. I'm going to have dialogue between myself and the student. So, for example, I came here, clicked here, and stopped. I say, let's do a new scene. And let's say the teacher is standing here and the teacher asks the student, what are the components of the computer? The teacher is asking the student a question. So, of course, you can put the teacher's picture here, or you can put teacher's picture here. And if this is the whole teacher, that's fine. And of course, whether he's angry or not, all of that motion, whether he's happy or not, all of that is up to you. You have new things like this. Not just that, the background that we go outside, like the university and the hall and all. This question can be asked anywhere, you know. He asks in nature, he asks in a supermarket, he asks outside in the street, what is this? Okay, it's fine. I mean, I put the picture and put the scene like this and fixed things like this. I put the professor and put the world like this and told him close like this. You expect the student to say, the computer has hardware components and software components. At this point, I might expect a student to say hardware, and I might expect another student to say software. And sometimes a student might say both hardware and software. We see that sometimes, right, and software. Now, pay attention. If the student says hardware and then goes silent, the teacher should respond. The teacher should respond. The teacher must ask, how is it just hardware? How can you say it's just hardware? Aren't there programs that run on the device? How can you say it's just hardware? You can add an image. You can change the shape. There are many things. I just want to show you this. Be careful. If the student says material and the teacher is silent, he must respond to him. The teacher must respond to him. The teacher must respond to him. How material? I mean, how material, my son? Aren't there programs downloaded on the device that say material only? Okay. By the way, you can add an image. You can change the shape. I mean, there are a lot of things. I'm not going to explain everything in detail, but I just want to show you this. What does that mean? Answer the word hardware. If the student answers software, the teacher responds by saying, my son, how is it software? How is it software? And where are the devices? that run the programs? Nice. Okay, what would it consist of if it's a programming student? All right, but what if the smart student said hardware and software? Of course, you can have a dialogue however you want as a teacher. And what will he say to him? Well done. Actually, the computer has hardware and software components. You can add a message for the student based on their answer. I don't want to elaborate on these stories. You can place an image here, and the teacher can use a different shape. Let's check out this amazing thing. He might say, Doctor, wait, there's something I want to tell you. If I'm standing here, the image and progress could change color. We could set it to blue. You can just place it like that. We don't want to add too much for hardware. Someone might say, can I add sound? Yes, you can add sound. You can come here and you can place an image for the second part here, and the teacher can put it somewhere else and use a different shape. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out this wonder. Look at this wonder. And he might say, Doctor, wait, there's something I want to tell you. If I'm standing here, the image changes, and here the progress could change color. So we could set it to blue. You can just place it like that. Importantly, we don't want to add too much. Now for the hardware part, someone asks, can I add sound, Dr. Samia? Yes, you can add sound. You can come here and place the sound. For example, let's say we have an image that changes, and here the progress changes color. We could set it to blue, for instance. Of course, you can just place it like that. The important thing is we don't want to add too much to that. Now, coming back to the hardware part, someone might say, can I add sound, Dr. Samia? Yes, you can add sound. You can come here and place the sound. You add sound? You place the sound here like this, or I can add sound for everything. So I can record here like this. Here it is. What are the components of the computer? All right. God, by the way, we can make it read it out loud for you. You can do that here, yes. What can we do here? And while you're recording the sound, you might cough or something. You can click on this one. And you only do this part. For example, there's a section in front of him that's empty and his face is empty. You can tell him, no, I just want this part that I recorded. You have something called trim, or the word trim means just this part. So how do you remove the editing? Well, folks, the program has a lot of hidden features, or you can listen to it like this. So there won't be any sound before or after it, and you tell him to save and close. And then the student who is responding will click and say, what is the material? And here the student will click on software, and here on hardware and software. So if you want to edit and do things like that, or you can listen to it like this. So there won't be any sound before or after it, and you tell him to save and close. Then the student who is responding will click and say, what is the material? And here the student will click on software, and here on hardware and software. So you wanted to go ahead and do some editing and things like that. All right, now pay attention to something new here. If you don't want to record sound, yeah, we know, we've seen this before, Dr. Sami, which is text to speech, meaning it can read it out loud for you. All right, read it out loud for you. Oh, I want girl. Let's put that girl there. Oh, all right. If you want to put a boy, just click on the second one and change voice to a boy. For James, all right. Oh, update. So you come here too. This is faster, honestly, or just copy it. And here's the fastest thing. Instead of recording sound and all that, honestly, I saved you the trouble of coming. Come on, let's do a review and see how it looks. Let's check how the explanation looks and see what the lesson looks like. And let's see what your scientific content looks like. It's empty, sir. Hello? The teacher asks, stop the recording like this, and says to the student, what is this? So the teacher responded to him, so look here. Okay, do you want to play again? All right, let's see. Let's play again. And another one says to him, software. It's indeed a beautiful thing